BBC Radio Derby.
A Swaddling Coat woman says she's changed her life after a local charity taught her how to set up her own firm, Walking Dogs. BBC Radio Derby's Sanchez Mitchell is with Zoe this morning. You got a dog with you as well?
I've got two. I've got Coco and Winston, and they have more layers on than I do. I'm feeling a little bit jealous. They've got little... Winston and Coco. So they've got little... One of them's got a nice little yellow coat on, one's got a nice cream coat on, and they've got little fur-lined hoods, like a little Parker coat. So they're doing all right this morning, actually.
Right, tell me more.
Yeah, so just basically, I think it's coming up to about a year ago, we've got Zoe with us, and she was struggling to make ends meet, and she was on benefits. But with her own determination, a little love for dogs, and a little bit of support from Claire, who's with us now as well. She's running her own successful dog walking business. We're in Never Hall at the moment, and I'm just with Zoe now. So, Zoe, take us back to back in the day when you were this was just a little idea in the back of your head. What was life like for you then?
It was hard trying to get a job. I was in uni at the same time. And it was just quite stressful, really. Like I said, I was trying to get a job, had no success, was applying, but they was trying to make me pay for training that I'd already done. And yeah, it was just very, very stressful.
And I've said this before, that job hunting's probably the most demoralising thing that a person can do. Being told so many times that, you're not quite good enough, or you need to do this or you need to do that, it can be a little bit disheartening. And what was it about dog walking for you? Was that something that you was interested before? Was that in line with what you studied at university?
No, I've always had a passion for animals ever since I was a child. And I've worked in dog kennels and with animals since I was very, very little. I've worked with horses in stables, and I got my qualifications in animal care and veterinary nursing. And I was getting Claire's help, and Claire actually turned around and just said, have you ever thought about starting your own business? So I was like, not really, no, but it's quite a good idea. And then, it started coming along.
So just going on to Claire. So Claire, what's your role in Zoe's wonderful story?
Oh, hi. So I'm a community coach on Beyond Barriers. It's an employability programme in South Derbyshire. And Zoe came onto the programme looking for some support to get into work. And we was looking for jobs. And we was looking for dog walking jobs on Indeed. And we applied for it. And then they came back and said, you can do this job, but you have to pay this much to join in the membership. And then that's when I was like, oh, well, why don't you set up your own business? So I put her in touch with a self-employment advisor, David Richards. And then he had a chat, and then the rest is history, I guess.
So obviously there's a little bit more to dog walking than just buying a lead and getting off and walking somebody's dog. What sort of things did the charity help you kind of work out that you needed to do?
They helped me work out that I needed insurance. I needed a DBS check, a website, brochures or leaflets, business cards.
Must have been quite daunting getting all this together. Was Claire there for you the whole time?
Yeah, definitely. Claire has been a big help. I don't think I could have achieved as much as I have without her help.
And you obviously saw a little bit of potential in Zoe. What was it that kind of thought, this girl can do this?
Yeah, well, whenever I speak to her, she's got all these ideas. Like, she's like setting up this event in the park. She just like starts coming up with all the ideas, and she's got like such enthusiasm, and she loves dogs. And I knew she'd done a veterinary nursing and an animal care and worked with animals. And I was like, well, this is what you should do. You should work with animals. Like, you shouldn't just be like in retail or business admin. You should work with animals. So then that's the direction that we went. Yeah, she's just such a lovely person, Zoe. Like, I trust my dogs with her. Absolutely.
If I had a dog, I had a cat, but if I had a dog, I'd trust you with my dog as well, bless you. And what's the favourite part of the day, obviously, now that you've got the freedom to do what you want to do? Is it, do you just feel a lot happy in yourself?
Yeah, I love being out in the countryside or just outside really with the animals and seeing their unique personalities. It's brilliant.
Even when it's cold like this?
Yeah, even when it's cold like this, it's not. I don't see it as a work.
Yeah.
It's like a hobby. It's my passion. So it's very entertaining, very, very good. I love it.
Well, that's absolute. Oh, I've just tripped over Coco there. Sorry, Coco.
Steady on. Steady on. I hope you've risk assessed those dogs. Sanchez Mitchell for us. BBC Radio Derby's Sanchez Mitchell is with Zoe from Swadlingcote this morning. You might think, Zoe? Who's Zoe? Well, Zoe always wanted to work with animals and got help from a local charity to set up a dream business, walking dogs. And Sanchez, have you still got the dogs with you?
Yes, we have. We've just been for a walk, and Winston and Coco were like, no, take us back home now. So we've just gone back home, had a nice warm cup of coffee. Dogs are sleeping on the sofa at the moment, and we're just in the garden having a nice little chin wag. So lovely morning, dog walking. Thank you very much for sending me out on this one.
You're more than welcome. Right. Talk to me about this job.
Yeah, so as you said, I think it's just under a year, about 8 months ago, Zoe was maybe a little bit of a loose end, is that fair to say? Wondering what to do with life, and yeah, she's decided with a little advice and some help from some friends to set up her own business. So what is it again that you do?
I do dog walking, pet sitting from their home, and pet visits.
Sounds pretty interesting. So just take us back. And I think you said a little bit earlier that when you was looking for work, it was a little bit of a difficulty. How did you get involved with the charity?
So I was at a community event thing, and she was there just like introducing herself and her business, and I like sort of went up to her and asked her if she supported people getting a job whilst they was in uni. And she said yes, and it went from there.
Just when you say she, are we talking about Claire?
Yeah.
Yes. So Claire's with us now. Claire, what is it that you do again?
Hello, so I'm a community coach on the Beyond Barriers. It's an employability programme based in South Derbyshire. So I support people into work or towards work.
And just take us back to the door. What was she like, and what's the difference been from then to now in her?
Yeah, she was quite quiet. She's like, she was quite lost, and she didn't know what to do. She knew she wanted a job, but she didn't know what. And so we started the journey, and we just used to meet every week. And she obviously loved dogs because she had dogs, and she'd done veterinary nursing at uni. And so she applied for a dog walking job with Indeed, but they wanted her to pay for the training, and I was like, well, why don't you set up your own dog walking business? And that's kind of where the journey began. And then since then she's just grown in confidence, and yeah, I've just seen a massive change.
And I suppose for yourself, that must be one of the fun parts of the job, seeing someone's transition. Would you say that's probably the most rewarding thing for yourself, when you see someone like Zoe just kind of smash it, really?
Yeah, that's like the most rewarding part of it, is that when you see them from like being with you at the start when they're quite low and they're quite lost, and then you go with them on the journey, and then they become confident, they're outgoing, you see like a little glow in them, and then it makes me feel like, oh, like a little buzz. It's like really nice. Yeah.
So just back to you, Zoe. So you kind of say, you know, starting a business isn't easy, and you've done a lot of things to set up this business. How is business going for you now?
It started off slow, which every business does, but yeah, it's getting there. I'm getting customers, and it's just a timing process that will take a while, but it's generally getting there. So yeah.
Are you still getting support from Claire and the charity, or, you know, are you kind of on your own now, spreading your own wings?
I'm kind of on my own now. I mean, she's there when I need her, but I am sort of like, I'm on my own now. Like, I've spread my wings and I've flown away, but if I need to come back, I can.
And Claire, just finishing off with yourself, if someone in the same situation as Zoe, or just was in the same situation as Zoe now, what would you say to them about taking the leap to kind of get the support and a little bit of guidance?
Yeah, there's no shame in like getting support, is there? And our programme is running in South Derbyshire, and it's voluntary and it's flexible and it's quite relaxed, and they can come and join the programme and meet them in a cafe or hire rooms out. And we'll meet every week and just do some job searching and just inspire people. It's nice to inspire and motivate people to reach their dreams.
And I think that's been one of my favourite parts of this morning. Obviously Coco and Winston have helped, but just the relationship between you two has been really nice, and a little bit of banter, a little bit of fun. You're just two really nice people, and I'm just really happy for you. And just lastly, Zoe, where can we find you if we're looking for a little bit of help with our pets?
You can find my website at www.zmbpawsomepetcares.co.uk, or my Facebook page, ZMB Pawsome Pet Care, or on Google, just type in ZMB Pawsome Pet Care and I'll come up.
There you go, Twiggy. So, when Bartimus is looking for a little bit of respite for Bartimus, sorry. Bertimus. No. I said Bertimus, Bartoli.
Bertimus Bertoli, the wonder dog, who's going to see the dog doctor today, and Bertimus Bertoli is not very happy about it.